Pokémon types are the foundation of Pokémon games, affecting one of the main aspects of gameplay, the Pokémon battles, in a big way. Not only that, they kinda help with the whole personality and quirks you attribute to the Pokémon monsters we love. But when it comes to Pokémon typings, Gen 9 and Terapagos specifically are a really strange case. So hey, I'm not so a trainer, and what about Terapagos type? Let's get into it. The first thing that comes to mind when we think of Terapagos typing is it will be a dragon type. But if you watched my last video, and if you didn't, you absolutely should, you know that I believe the dragon type in question might be reserved for another hidden Pokémon, at least if they follow up on the Urashimataru tale. And that raises the question, if not dragon, what type could it be? What type can a Pokémon that will likely have access to every single type have? And to me, I see three ways this happens. We've had examples of Pokémon with type-changing abilities or moves in the past, and I mean things that are clearly connected to them on a design level, not like Trick or Treat or Double Shock. Also, I'm ignoring Silvali's type-change abilities since we know it is a man-made Pokémon. So, more recently, we've had Arceus in Pokémon Legends Arceus. This Pokémon used to change its typing depending on the plate it was holding, having normal be its default type. More recently, this changed to having its typing connected to its Judgment move because of the Legends plate. When Arceus uses Judgment, it will become the type that is super effective against the target. Before that, we had things like the ability Protean and Libero. When a Pokémon uses a move, it will become that same typing. This ability is used to activate as many times as you use the move, but right now they only activate once per switch in and are nullified by Terastalization. Of all the Pokémon that have access to this type of ability, there is one that is more special than the rest, and that is Kecleon, the Gen 3 Chameleon. Kecleon originally had the ability Color Change that would change its type to the same type of the move that last hit it. Unlike Pokémon such as the Greninja line, the Cinderace line, and the Meowscarada line, all of which can have Protean, the type-changing ability and design is deeply connected to Kecleon, just like it is to Arceus and as it will likely be with Terapagos. And those two have a default normal type, meaning Terapagos could go the same route. Still, and that's why I have three theories about this, the turtle doesn't look normal type. And I mean, not at all. It is a giant glowing turtle with every single type on its back. That's not normal. I believe that the reason we saw Protean and Libero being nerfed in Gen 9, since they used to always change the type when you use the move and now only change once every switch-in, as I mentioned previously, is because Terapagos will have a similar ability to how they used to work. Every move Terapagos uses has Stab or same type advantage boost. It will always be the type of the move that it uses. Think of something like Judgment but for every single move. Still, that doesn't answer the question of its typing. If not normal, then what? And I think we might be able to see the first Pokémon with every single type. Basically the opposing thing to type null, type full. This, of course, has some issues. If this is ability-based, how would it work with, for example, Galarian Weezing's neutralizing gas? Would Terapagos have no type ever during the time Galarian Weezing is in the battle? That would mean no super effective or not very effective moves against it. It would simply be. If it had all types, it would also raise questions about how weaknesses and resistances would work, creating a very complicated Pokémon, and maybe that's why they won't do it. So for my last theory, I'll try to find a middle ground combining the last two. Terapagos can be a normal type, but be able to terastalize into any type, or have a special kind of terastalization, kind of like Eternatus had Eternamax instead of Dynamax and Gigantamax, since it is likely the source, or one of the sources, of this power. By terastalizing into any type or into a special kind of terastalization that had every type attached, Terapagos could easily make use of super effective moves or have its Tera Blast always hit for weakness, since Tera Blast is the move that is associated with the Tera phenomenon, in the same way that Judgment does the same. And you know what I say, they always hint at what's coming next in the previous games. And that's all I have for you today, just a simple video about how they could approach Terapagos typing. But what about you? What type do you think it will have? Let me know in the comments down below. And now, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content, and also ring the bell so you know when the next video is out. You can follow me on social media and Twitter, and they're Wednesday to Sunday, not Saturday, or join our Discord. All the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.